Honestly, Robert barely knew Lyanna. They hardly met in person. There's actually scant evidence he'd even been in the same room as Lyanna before the tourney of Harrenhal. Here's a quote from Ned to show how well Robert knew Lyanna. "You never knew Lyanna as I did, Robert," Ned told him. "You saw her beauty, but not the iron underneath." In all likelihood, Robert was more in love with the idea of Lyanna, the beautiful sister of his childhood companion and the only girl alive that could unite his house with Ned's. Eddard Stark was Robert's best friend from a young age. It's easy to see how close these two men were. Robert has two siblings, but Ned is the only man he considered his brother. That's what's most telling about why Robert desired Eddard's sister so desperately. Robert didn't love Lyanna, not truly. Robert loved Ned. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and also click on the notification bell to remain updated. Robert was fostered at the Eyrie with Ned as boys. The two remember those days as the happiest of their lives. When the two reminisce, it's often their adventures at the Eyrie they speak wistfully of. "Had given John a barrel of oranges, remember? Only the things had gone rotten. So I flung mine across the table and hit Dacks right in the nose. You remember, Redfort's pock-faced squire? He thrust one back at me, and before John could so much as fart, there were oranges flying across the high hall in every direction." He laughed uproariously, and even Ned smiled, remembering. The melancholy truth of it all is, Robert didn't want to be Lyanna's husband as much as he wanted to be Ned's brother. Lyanna, as much as Robert claimed to love her, was just a means to an end. He likely convinced himself he loved her so that he could have an excuse to hang out with Ned whenever he wanted. When they were betrothed, he was probably thrilled at the idea of becoming Ned's in-law. When Lyanna was stolen away, he rose up in rebellion to get her back. Wars are complicated, though, but Robert was good at waging them. He even won 3 battles in a single day during the early days of the rebellion, and reveled in the glory of it. Somewhere along the way, I think Robert lost sight of what he was fighting the battles for. As Lyanna got further and further away from him, at some point the war became more about recovering Robert's wounded pride than in uniting his house with his best friends. His pride blinded him later on, but the war began because Robert couldn't bear the thought of someone stepping between him and his happy dream of kinship with Ned. It's why Robert was so miserable in his marriage to Cersei. He defeated Rhaegar but never got Lyanna back. There was no way to join his house with Ned's after that. He took the throne to get Lyanna back, but in the end that damnable crown was all he got for his troubles. That's why Robert was so quick to betroth Joffrey to Sansa, and why he rode so far north to make Ned his hand. After all those years, he finally had a chance to join his house with Ned's and hang out with his best friend again. People say that Robert's rebellion was about a man fighting to reclaim the woman he loved, but the real love story was between Robert and Ned, and the lengths Robert would go to become Eddard Stark. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.